Stop telling me what to do. I'm stuck in my ways. My care is good enough. I am not changing. That's what he's saying. Just translating. All right, there she is. Hey, Gorge. Oh my God, I love her. Do you want a big cricket? Get it. Oh, yes. Wait, she get it? Yes, she did. So that was a Hogna carolinensis. This one's a Hogna Miami. And I bet we will get a very similar feeding response out of her. Oh, oh. Oh my gosh, upside down, literally upside down. Look at her. This is literally why wolf spiders are one of my favorite spiders. Look, just eating, like just straight up eating upside down. They're like cuddling. Like, what are you doing? I wasn't even gonna make a video about this, and like I really don't want this guy to get like attacked or anything, so I'm blurring his name, I'm blurring his face. No, he's not somebody like relevant or well known. I honestly don't even know who this guy is, and I don't know anybody who really knows who he is either, so I just want to like put that out there. But he really showed a side of the hobby that it made me feel like this. Like, it gave me the ick. It made me feel... I don't think that the tarantula hobby is toxic in general, but there are its people that gatekeep, that just like really turn people off of the hobby. And I would probably argue that this guy is like the embodiment of that toxicity, of that gatekeeping, of that attitude that I just cannot deal with. Let's just dive into it and I'll talk more.
Well, hello there. So I am actually doing this on behalf of all the OGs out there.
I don't know any of the OGs who feel this way, just by the way.
This is a video that is in response to all the newbies that have come into the hobby. For all the ones that are respectful, I welcome you, and frankly, excited to have you.
If there's a newbie in the hobby and you're going to literally call them a newbie and talk down to them, you're not respecting them. Why should they respect you when you are not respecting them?
You know, we want good people for this, in this hobby, but what we don't want is we don't want toxic people.
Oh!
And we've had a lot of that. And it's in response to certain things such as husbandry, even handling. Bottom line is, what we've noticed for the ones that have been around a long time, we have these people that come in that have been doing spiders for a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 or 4 years. Even if you're 3 or 4 years, you know, you're still new. You need to understand that.
So if you are in this hobby for 3 or 4 years, you are still new, and this guy is still gonna talk down to you, even if you've been doing this for 3 or 4 years. Well, I've been doing it for double that, so let's keep going.
We have people in this hobby that have been doing it for 20 and 30 years, 2 and 3 decades.
You can do something wrong or poorly for 2 or 3 decades. And if some of these people's care have been consistent for 20 years, guess what? The newbies have better husbandry than them.
The issue that we have is we have a lot of people that are essentially trying to tell us what to do, and that we're wrong.
I hate to say it, but sometimes people who are new in the hobby do know what they're talking about. Not everybody, but a lot of people who come into this hobby have done a ton of research, and they have all this new information readily available to them that people didn't have 10, 20 years ago. So they can become an expert much quicker than the people who are doing trial and error. That's not to say that the people doing trial and error, learning, you know, over decades, don't know shit. Clearly they do. But do all of them? No, because a lot of them get stuck in their ways and do not evolve, do not grow. I think that's where like this divide really comes in. But that's not to say it's not annoying when some know-it-all who's been keeping a couple months comes in and kind of attacks everyone because they're doing things a little bit differently than whatever research they did. Remember, there are multiple ways to do things in the hobby. Everything from care to husbandry. There's more than one right way. So if you are new coming into the hobby and you're like, this is the right way, this is the only way, then yeah, that's a little annoying. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree with this diva. That's really annoying. But in general, I don't think that's the majority of new keepers.
I've got a news flash for all you that know-it-alls out there. You need to check yourself.
Who is this diva? This guy's crashing out before he even has a YouTube channel. I'm impressed.
Because we're getting tired of it, and I'm speaking for a bunch of people right now. I got the go-ahead to make this video. So I have support from a lot of people in the hobby over this.
Who put you up to this? Because I don't think they're really your friends.
What I have in my hand right here is a Formictopus species full green.
What?
Nah.
Why? Now what I have in my hand here.
I've just been sitting here talking to you, basically with her just chilling in my hand. Now this is a topic that a lot of y'all get up in arms about. Everybody has their preference with it.
Handling tarantulas? Controversial?
My preference with it is very straightforward. I do it so that way when I go into their enclosures and I do maintenance, I don't have to worry about looking where the spider is, because the spider is used to the handling.
Here we go. First of all, I'm not sticking my hands in an enclosure like ever. Like, I can't think of a time. Okay, I do put my hands in enclosures, but do I have to? No. There's tongs, my friend.
You can sit there and tell me that the spider will not, get used to being handled. You can tell me that all day long. My 30 years of experience says otherwise.
What is the word called for that?
That's called anecdotal evidence. If you're talking about it as a logical flaw in an argument, it's often called the anecdotal fallacy.
I'm not here to say tarantulas don't get used to handling, but so far there's no proven scientific evidence that is the case. And at the end of the day, we do just want to remember that they are unpredictable. They can bolt at any time. So even if you have a tarantula that you regularly handle, that you really have tons of experience holding them, that's not to say that they won't randomly bolt or bite you one day. They're still very much capable of that, no matter how trained you think they are. Now, jumping spiders, they're totally different than tarantulas and in so many ways. They have vision and they're hunters and they're active, and tarantulas are the opposite of that. But I don't know why you're getting upset when somebody challenges that.
So my 30 years of experience trumps whatever you think you know.
And that's fine. You can feel the way you feel. I don't know why we're so angry right now, though.
Now, in regards to husbandry, we've had arguments such as, cross-ventilation with evicts.
So cross-ventilation with avicularia, it's supposed to help prevent something called sudden avic death syndrome, where avicularia and carabina are infamous for just thriving as slings and then suddenly dying quickly. And one of the theories is that they need cross-ventilation because they do need a higher humidity, but they also need air movement. That stagnant air and humidity can kill them. Again, that's a theory, but it's a good theory. Cross-ventilation, generally a good thing.
They don't need cross-ventilation.
Oh.
I have one right now that has no cross-ventilation. I've got a versicolor. She ended up producing 54 slings for me. She produced quite a few.
My tarantula didn't die a preventable death. Therefore, you're all wrong.
Point is, we try to offer you guys solid advice, and then you spew venom. And I'm talking about the toxic people here. I'm not talking about every new person.
Somebody hurt this guy's ego, and that's what resulted in this video, I bet. I don't know the story behind it. Again, I don't know this guy.
We're going to get to the point where we're going to create our own little group on Facebook, and only certain people are going to be allowed in it. I'm about ready to create the actual group myself.
Stop, don't come back.
We're going to let y'all kill your spiders.
You're the one who's yelling at people for promoting the idea that cross-ventilation can help reduce the mortality rate of avicularia slings, but then you're turning around and saying you're going to let them kill their spiders. It's not like cross-ventilation is killing their spider.
We're going to let you make the mistakes, and we're not going to be involved in it anymore, because we're done. We're tired of the nonsense. So you guys need to knock it off.
I'm sorry, if I needed advice on something and you were the most educated person in the entire world about the topic, I would still not ask you. This is insufferable.
Because you're pushing away people that can actually help you and know what they're talking about. Stop being ignorant.
Stop telling me what to do. I'm stuck in my ways. My care is good enough. I am not changing. That's what he's saying. Just translating.
Now that is on behalf of everybody that has wanted to say that to y'all.
I feel like because the hobby has evolved so rapidly over the past 5-10 years and it's become so much more popular, a lot of these like OG elite keepers that were around for 20 years or whatever they want to say, I think that they're hurt because they're not the majority anymore. People don't really care who they are or if they have their respect or whatever. Like, it's such a weird old mentality. You can evolve and grow. Even if you think you know everything about something, there's still always more to learn, especially as research comes out and new people come in with new ideas. Maybe if you've been keeping a really long time and you're really angry at all these people coming in and changing things up and maybe suggesting you change your care or improve it a little bit, maybe you should consider doing that instead of getting angry. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like it if you did, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram to use probably way too much. It's at Tarantula Kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a website, tarantulakat.com. Go check it out. I will see you guys soon. Let's get into the members picks.